Hi friends, welcome back to Hobby Plus. Today our discussion matter is mobile charger. In the market, we get mobile charger from the company or the open market. But there is some problem. There is not enough source to charge the mobile first. So we need first charger. In this circuit, we design a first charger circuit who can provide your mobile proper voltage and proper ampere. First of all, we have to understand what the mobile needs. That is important to understand. Mobile battery needs constant current and constant voltage, not simultaneously. First, mobile batteries need constant current, after that constant voltage. In the mobile circuit, there is a charge controller circuit. There is a definitely charged controller circuit in this mobile, so we need just constant current and constant voltage power supply. In the market we can get so many chargers that is not working properly. When the mobile get load, then the charger cannot provide the current or the voltage. That's why our mobile charger not working properly and mobile goes to slow charging. That's why we make this circuit for your first mobile charger. First of all, we have to understand one thing. Look at this circuit carefully. This is your AC input, that means 220 volt. If you outside of the 220 volt country, that means 115 volt, then you just change this resistance, just replace this resistance or remove this resistance. Actually remove this resistance. If you remove this resistance, then you get your 110 volt or 115 volt power supply. Nothing you have to do, and you also change some this capacitor, not value, just voltage. Then you can put here 200 volt. Okay, I think you understand that. Nothing others. Each and everything of this circuit you have to need. So one more thing, you have to change also the turn ratio of this transformer. How you design this transformer, I make here a little suggestion. Look at this. Each and everything I told here, you can easily make your SMPS chopper transformer. So if you have any problem, if you have not understand, then you call me, then you comment me on my comment box. I will help you definitely. Now here is one more thing. Look at this circuit. There is no feedback. No feedback come from the secondary of this SMPS, and there is no snubber circuit in this circuit. I think you thought how the voltage control by this SMPS or how the ampere control by this SMPS. Yes, I tell you everything one by one. First of all, you have to see the transformer properly. Look at this. Here is the primary coil. Here is a bifilar coil. And that is your secondary coil, that is your secondary coil, that is your secondary coil, and that is your secondary coil. All are secondary coils. Now, when your SMPS goes to on, the bifilar coil and this resistance and this diode working as a snubber circuit. You make this, yes, it is 100% working without snubber, without feedback. Now we are going to explain how we use the feedback in this circuit. There is a feedback circuit. Definitely there is a feedback circuit. If there is no feedback circuit, then your transport SMPS cannot working properly. Right? All you know that. Now I explain total circuit one by one. That is your line filter. 220 come here. That is your line filter. That is your rectifier. That is your rectifier, and that is your filter capacitor. You have to need here more coil. Yes, you can use it. Yes, you can use it. After that, you put here a voltage from the 320 volt. Why it is 320 volt? I explained everything before so many videos. Actually 220 into root over 2 is the DC voltage. So you can get here 311 volt, something like that. So I tell you that is 320 volt. That is the network who can provide your VCC. When your VCC come here, the circuit, the IC will work, and switching also started. When your switching also started, then you get voltage from this secondary coil. There is a 2 filter. You can put here a capacitor also. After that, that is your filter circuit. You get your voltage. When the SMPS turn on, then this circuit is absolutely not used. No voltage provide from this circuit. All voltage provide this circuit. Okay, that is your starting circuit only, nothing others. After start your SMPS, if this resistance is cut off, the SMPS starting properly, actually working properly, not starting properly, actually working properly, no problem at all. But when your SMPS goes to off, you shut down your SMPS, then you shut on your SMPS, try to on your SMPS, then you cannot start your SMPS without this circuit. That is the cause. So no ampere loss to this resistance. After that, we have to understand, I already tell how SMPS snubber is work. That is your snubber circuit. This coil and this resistance and this diode. High voltage goes to this way and your spike goes to off. Now, how feedback voltage or feedback circuit working here? How we design this? Look at this. That is your secondary. Absolutely, that is your secondary, so you can get a voltage from this secondary. So that is your feedback line also. You can easily measure your feedback voltage from this line because that is a secondary. I again tell you that is your secondary, but it is a very interesting part of this SMPS design. After that, we make here a resistance network. Suppose that is your one sec. Suppose that is your R11 and that is your are 12. So that is the resistance network. So you get a voltage from this point and your feedback line here. So this voltage provide your feedback line. Look at this, and also there is a filter. There is a filter. So, and that is your compensation pin. So easily your SMPS chip understand what is the output voltage is. Okay, and that is your Vref, you know, that is your RC, that is your R, and that is your C. So Vref voltage is 5. You can check it in the data sheet of this IC. So 5 volt come here, there is a resistance, there is a capacitor, so you can easily decide your frequency. If you change this value and this value also, then your frequency goes to change. So first of all, you have to understand which frequency is suitable for your SMPS. So SMPS can do nothing with frequency. Frequency absolutely decide for the core of this transformer. Remember that. You have to test your core first. Which the frequency range, the core working properly. What is the frequency range? 40 kilohertz, 50 kilohertz, 80 kilohertz, 20 kilohertz, 800 kilohertz, whatever it is. If it is working better in 40 kilohertz, then you calculate this resistance and capacitor for 40 kilohertz. That is necessary. When you decide my SMPS transformer core is working properly in 40 kilohertz, then you have to calculate the MOSFET. 40 kilohertz MOSFET, and there is a 320 volt, so you have to use here 900 volt breakdown voltage of this MOSFET. Look at this. Look at this. 4N 90, that means 4 amps 900 volt, that is the capacity of this MOSFET. Now look here. Here is your 2 resistance, 0.72 range R into 2. There is a 2 resistance. It is the current control resistance. And current sensor, that is your current sensor pin, who can get data from this resistance. So look at this, and here is a 470 ohms resistance which is control the ampere and voltage. No, absolutely control the volt ampere. So your current sensor get data from this network, right? And that is your output pin. That is your output pin. You get a frequency from this point and put here a 20 ohms resistance, put here a 10k resistance. You know what is the purpose of this 10k resistance. The internal capacitance of gate and source goes to ground this way. Not only that, you can also not use this resistance. You can use only this resistance because there is a push-pull MOSFET in this IC. But that is for safety, you can use it. Look at this carefully. I think you understand each and everything. Now, how the SMPS sends the current, I already told you. That is your feedback. That means you can adjust your current from this way. You can adjust your voltage from this way. That is your voltage That is your feedback, so you can adjust here. Now there is a two output. Look at this. I have to tell you something about that. If you charge your mobile through this circuit, you cannot need any other feedback circuit, or other secondary winding. If you do this, you get here 5 volt, and you can make this for 12 volt, and also you can use this SMPS as a different power supply. I mean 5 volt plus 12 volt minus 12 volt. You can make also this type of circuit from this SMPS. You can get this voltage from this SMPS. I show everything here, but if you use this SMPS for your mobile charging, then you just make this part, and you get here 5 volt. If you make this part, you can get here plus 12 volt. If you make this part, I cannot complete this circuit, just reverse the diode and you get the minus 12 volt from this winding. And filter also different. I think negative and positive. Negative goes to ground, positive goes to ground, and negative goes to minus volt. All you know that. Otherwise your capacitor blast out. Mind it. Now you can provide your heavy duty battery. I mean you can charge your 24 volt batteries also. How can we tell that? Because this circuit using different type of battery charger. I see this and I repair this circuit. My last video I told you I can repair this, so you can make this SMPS. It is working properly. I know, I test in my lab, and that is the requesting video. Someone request me to high speed charger for mobile, so I make this video for you. And carefully watch this total circuit. Each and everywhere you have to calculate. That is a line filter. Never forget this. You have to use here. Each and everything, when you get high ampere and high wattage output of this circuit, if you want to try 36 volt battery, 48 volt battery, then you have to calculate the ampere of this rectifier, calculate the ampere of this diode, calculate the ampere of this MOSFET. So you need to calculate each and everything. If you follow my channel, you get everything in here or other video in my channel. Somewhere I tell everything, how to calculate this value, how to decide the value of this diode. So many videos in my channel. Please check my videos and you can get thorough idea to how to design a SMPS, and I'm sure you can get your SMPS without any trouble. Use it. And end of the video I have to tell you, you know what should you do. Please do this. Thank you for watching.